I think that's enough. So this is going to be the first episode of Demon Souls. I've been just kind of willing to play almost any game, basically. And I felt like doing one of these games would be pretty cool. But I felt Demon Souls, with it being the newest one, would be fun to do another playthrough on and show it off. I also want to branch off into horror games eventually. But I might do that maybe in a week or two after we start getting a little more booming with the views and everything else. But I want to take a little new twist with the channel as of today. Just because I feel like just talking about games is always fun and everything, but I also want to go for more realistic stuff. You know, stuff that's bothering me this whole year or anything, or like things like we see people, everyone who experienced this year. So let's give it a shot, but I might end up getting sidetracked making a character again. So bear with me for just a moment or two as we go through the character customization real fast. Oh, yeah, I'll just make a new one. It's not a big deal. We're gonna name this character Suja Buja. I've always used Suja as a name, and then not too long ago I realized that it was actually a name for a juice company, and I was like, are you serious? I've used that for such a long time now. That looks pretty cool. Not a big fan of that one. Come on with that one. Okay. That one. This character is gonna look evil. I think it'd be fun. Yes, I think I'm gonna go with that. That seems fun. Ears look fine. Kind of like that more. Kind of like the hair, but I want to change the color to more something a little more evil looking. I guess if that was the case, let's change the eyebrow color. Sure. It doesn't look too bad. See, but now she just looks sad. Yes, this is what I'm going with. Really? Oh, yeah, there we go. That makes sense. I'm loving it. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna be quiet for this part.
The 12th, by channeling the power of souls, brought unprecedented prosperity to his northern kingdom of Boletaria. That is, until the colorless deep fog swept across the land. Boletaria was cut off from the outside world, and those who dared penetrate the deep fog never returned. But Valifax of the royal twin fangs broke free from the fog and told the world of Boletaria's plight. That the old King Alant had roused the Old One, the great beast below the Nexus, from its eternal slumber, and that a colorless fog had had swept in, unleashing terrible demons. The demons hunt down men and claim their souls. Those who lose their souls lose also their minds. The mad attack the sane, and chaos reigns. Valifax also spoke of the enticing power of the demon souls. Each time a demon claims a human soul, the demon's own soul is invigorated by the life force, and the power of a mature demon soul is beyond human imagination. The legend spread quickly. Mighty warriors lured by the possibilities braved the fissure to breach the accursed land, but none have returned. You're of the Twin Fangs, yet the silent chief, Saint Urbane, Scurva the Wanderer, the sixth Saint Astria with her knight Garl Vinland, and Sage Frake the Visionary. The colorless deep fog slowly creeps beyond Boletaria's borders. Humankind faces a slow and steady extinction. The deep fog will eventually swallow all lands near and far. But Boletaria has one final hope. A lone warrior who has braved the baneful fog. Has the land found its savior? Or have the demons found a new slave?
Yes, I would. Here comes our Sith Lord.
Brave soul who fears not death. I shall guide you to the fissure. So that you may lull the old one back to slumber.
So cool looking. It makes me want to replay through Final Fantasy 15 again. Speaking of that, 16 is going to be pretty dope looking. Alright. So back to what I was going to wanting to make a video over. Well, one, I love just the Soul series in general. But, and Demon Souls is just the newest one that I haven't played the most of. And I'm not, like, that close to actually 100%ing the whole game, like I am with the other 4. But, so yeah. And there's actually people playing. I'm so surprised. With how the servers were set up for this one, I haven't been able to run into too many people playing this game. Which kind of sucks, but it's fine. But, now, for, like, past year, obviously, we all know how world events are going and whatnot. It's just, like, I'm lucky to have a job, but I've also just started to just distaste it and regret it. Because, like, just with the current job I have, it's just constant just screwing us over left and right with no real reason. And I understand with how some things are. I have like zero room to actually talk about any of that and complain about that too much. But it's just, it's one of the most annoying things, and I've started to realize that it's not something I want to continue doing with my life if I can barely, if it feels like I'm not going to be able to just live off what, like how, like the experience I'm receiving or just anything about the job. And sad thing is for any complaints you have, if you were to be caught saying them or like dissing their company or whatever it is, you'd be fired on the spot because it's in a contract or something apparently to not not tell the bad points of them, basically. You always have to keep them looking good. And it's just starting to get really, really annoying with how it's just going. But with all that going on, it's just I've been more and more filled with uncertainty on what I want to accomplish. And can I parry you? No. Okay. And it's just like, the more hesitant I'm becoming, I'm becoming more hesitant with what I want to do in life. But I would like to prosper, but I have no idea on the way I need to go about doing that. And it's just, and I feel like that's how most people are. It's just like, oh no. It's just like the sheer, no, okay. No. It's just the sheer uncertainty of it. The kill animations or the repost animations are so cool in this game. But, like I was saying, just with how everything's going, it's just so... Okay, let's take a step back. No. Okay. I guess spam parry works a little too well on this one, but I'd rather just get the timing down so it looks cooler. I wouldn't say it was standing at some of these doors actually caused you to hear screams, but I can't remember which ones it was. But, I don't know. It's just, with how everything is, I've just become more hesitant, worried, and, like, just worried. And, I wouldn't necessarily say scared, because I'm not a person who gets easily intimidated or scared by most things, but I guess scared would be the best description of, like, how I want my life to look out in the future. And it's like, I understand I have a decent amount of time to figure it out, but I just don't want to, like, waste my whole life working for some poor company just so I could end up not doing anything, or, you know, barely making it enough to actually retire or do anything. What's the point of going through your life having to worry about everything? Like, sure, it'd be nice to start a family, but that's just expensive. And it's like, you could automatically assume that, based on, well, probably based on a country, if you're scared of medical bills piling up, because I feel like that's only a problem for probably a handful of countries. But yeah, I don't know. I hate to take away from the Demon Souls experience, but I've always just wanted to throw out some of what I personally just what I've been and the jiggle physics on this guy are scary. Actually, I don't think I've ever killed him. I've come super close to it. I just never have. And I think this will be the wrong way to do it. And that would be very fun to do. There's also, well, to get off on a side note, there are also a couple things that are pretty funny with this game I found out recently. I don't know how well known they are. So if you've ever seen a playthrough on Demon Souls, or like anything, if you've played it, the load time for your death animation is so long, and you can actually, thank you, and you can actually load the, or quit the game with enough time to where it thinks you haven't died. And it's very funny to see, because you don't lose humanity, and it's actually a good way to make it through a boss fight that you've been having trouble with, so you don't get into like what's it called, black tendency, or like you lower your tendency or anything. And I actually used that strat the other day because I wanted to get certain weapons, and it was a very humorous thing to do, because it's like, this should not work, but it did. I kind of want to. Yeah, I should. No, I won't. There we go. Oh, I can't believe I just did that. Whew. You actually get a demon soul for that? What? I didn't know that. Unknown egress. Huh. This is the first time I'm also seeing this area. Missable item? That's terrible. Iron helm. Oh, is that the special helm? Oh no. Sorry, sir. You don't see me. You don't see me. Okay. Sorry, that was annoying. But I've never actually been to this area, and I'm so intrigued by it. I'm so happy. You're getting just... And he looks so cool. Like, he looked cool on the PS3, but he just... Oh, it makes me so happy. I love graphics and lighting in, like, any of these games. I wish there was a snow area, though, because like, in any game I've ever played, snow has been one of my favorite areas, no matter what. And, I think it would just be so cool to actually see a snow area in this game. And I want to say in the coding for it, there was actually... No, sir. There was actual coding for the 6 Archstone, I want to say. And it was a snow area. Kind of reminiscent of Sin's Fortress for Dark Souls 1. At least from what I remember. Oh, so this is a completely different area than... Oh. That would be awesome if he actually made it to Fire Ballista. This is the first time I've ever seen... Yeah, no. We're not making it to a Ballista. That's the first I've ever seen that. And that was great. Absolutely decked us into oblivion. Oh, that was great. Oh god.
Soul of the lost, withdrawn from its vessel. Let strength be granted so the world might be mended. So the world might be mended.
You're trapped now.
This is the Nexus.
It holds together.
It holds together the northern land of Volataria. Thou canst not quit the Nexus, but the 5 Archstones will guide thee to the outer lands.
Yeah. So now we are stuck in the Nexus and we have to go through and capture the souls. we can't do anything with that statue there, but there is a couple cool things with that statue, but I personally just have never put the time to doing anything with them, and nor do I really think I would. But we'll find out. There's a couple people.
Well, you slipped through the fissure too, did you? You came for demon souls, or to save this land and be remembered as a hero. Hunting for demons. Try one of the archstones. Now go. That is why you came, is it not? To this accursed Boletaria.
But now I don't remember what I was gonna say. Crap. There's a couple people around here.
How has this happened? Has God abandoned us for King Alant? Failing to show proper respect? Oh, Mbasa.
A box of treasure. I see some rubies and emeralds in there and gold. Huh. But oh, I guess he's not here yet. Okay. I'm gonna say the magic in this game is just graphically just so great, and it makes me so happy to see it. But back to what I was thinking. We're gonna try to at least get through and beat this boss, or like beat the first boss before ending the recording. Hey, it's a Skyward Dragon. A wyvern. Actually, why didn't I look into this first? That's equipped. I want to remove some of our better healing items for now. Oh, so we don't get to keep the Gray Soul. That's weird. Oh, but okay, so we get the Gray Soul, but then it turns into a couple souls we can use? I guess. Oh no, we keep it. Alright, now I'm a little confused. I didn't think the boss souls went into your inventory like that. I thought you could equip them still. I guess not. But, oh no, ow. I'm gonna die the first couple seconds of being in Boletaria. That would be very funny. But, yeah, so, you know, it's just like, so I started these recordings just for the fun of it, and just, you know, to get a little more experience, well, with, well, just trying to do more computer stuff in general, because I've always been the worst. And so, like, the first time I ever recorded a video, I say that, I'm like, trying to talk like I've been doing this for a very long time. No, I haven't. Not at all. That's not what I mean. But, just, like, trying to do anything on a computer has always not been a strong suit for me. In the first video I did, I ended up fidgeting with the settings for a capture card for so long. And I'm still trying to learn how to process them. And, like, and as, oh god, oh no, I don't know how that happened, but okay. But I don't know, it's probably easy to tell, but most of the, like, the videos themselves will start off at the same point. That way it's just limiting on what I actually have to learn on how to edit and everything, because I'm trying to keep it to where I have to do the bare minimum of editing. So, you know, trying to keep the videos entertaining for the most part, so I don't have to edit out boring parts or anything. Or, you know, I just want to stay talking and whatnot. We're going to go around here and see if they'll jump in, because I have seen them jump in like that. And I, no! Good thing is, I was already in soul form. Okay, let's try this again. But I try to do the bare minimum of editing because I have no idea on how to edit anything, and nor do I even know how to find a decent editing software. I mean, I could just Google it, but I mean, yeah, you can Google about anything. That's what I had to do to figure out some of the settings, but they still wouldn't even work on my like computer or anything. And so, no, sir. So I had to find out like all by myself and how to do the stuff for it. I feel like that's how the editing's gonna work. No, sir, really. But I'm sure I'll figure it out sometime on how to do everything correct. But it's just a little funny to me. But it's kind of the same thing revolving around what was it? Go away, sir. And backstab you. But there's something I can't remember. You know, it's not a big deal. But I will just talk about this place a little more first. Just how everything looks graphically is one of my favorite games right now, just appearance-wise. There's a lot of other games that like were really cool and whatnot, but for some reason, Horizon Zero Dawn, like I play that game quite a bit as well. But Horizon Zero Dawn, when I played it on the PlayStation, like our PlayStation 4, had a different look than it does on the 5. And I don't know if that's because of the HDR settings, because there was problems with HDR that people have found a couple of times, or like recently, where they make some games look worse. And I want to say with the recent update on the PS5, they allowed you to like change HDR settings on certain games. So I might have to give that a try, but it's still just one of those weird things. It's like, if it's supposed to be a stronger setting to make graphically look better, why doesn't it work like it's supposed to? If anything, it makes some games look worse, and I don't understand it. That's something I guess that'll just come with experience and having to fidget with it to figure out eventually and whatnot. But I've always liked like all horror games. They're just some of the most fun to me to like watch or play. And at this point, we all know some really popular YouTubers who play horror games, and it's like, I don't want to steal their ideas, but that's what I would aspire to do, is just become that cool and like, you know, I wouldn't say famous, but you know, well known and well versed on how to like treat communities and whatnot, because a lot of them actually treat people fairly well, at least the ones I'm thinking of. Now some of you guys could be thinking of ones that do not, which is, there's always not such great people in the world, and that's just a sad fact. And I mean, we've learned a lot about that recently within the last year as well, with the certain activities going on throughout, well, a few countries or just the world in general. Then hopefully people are capable of just like staying with sound mind and being able to bear through everything that's been a little hard recently. Because with people struggling, it's just not going to be a fun time for anyone, and that's like always eating at a lot of people's mind. And, with like the job I work, I see it all the time with families. They'll bring like their kids through and whatnot, and then not be able to give them something because they just say they can't afford it. And it's like, with how things are, I mean, they could have always been like that, or that could have just been a recent change that happened because of certain circumstances. And that's just, I could never, no, I can't deal with it. No. I forgot all about that. Almost, oof, that would have been bad. But I've never been able to deal with that type of stuff, like, emotionally too well. It always gets under my skin. And I guess, I mean, I can understand with the fact where it's like, don't spoil your children or anything, but it's like, they're children. They deserve to be happy, even if it's for just a moment or two. And I guess with how foster care is, I still have no room to have an opinion on that when foster care itself isn't even being changed. But child abuse just ain't something I can stand by and accept, or not neglect, but I'm gonna go this way, sir. I don't know. I just don't like seeing unhappy children. Makes me feel bad. But I've always been lucky to not have to experience that when I was a child. But I'm always scared to start a family and not be able to provide for my children's needs too well. And that's gonna be something that I have to work through, because I want to figure out how to, one, just better myself so I can actually know on how to go about finding my own little peace of mind, or just a actual prosperity for myself, so I can actually not well, one, it would be, I feel like you can help more people once you've helped yourself grow a little more. And I would like to experience that, but I have a lot of my own growth to go through first before I can help anyone else. But I'm hoping starting this that even if there's a couple times where the videos are like I can't think of what I'm trying to say. That's my fault. I really need to think, but I'm trying to concentrate at the same time because I don't feel like getting killed again. God. I don't know. I'm just making these videos, one, so I can, kind of help myself, but I also just want to know how people are doing in a way. And it's like, oh. I hope he didn't have an item on him. But it's like, I just want people to be happy, and if they need any form of comfort through something, because one of my favorite YouTubers is like that, where they their content is just about helping others and whatnot, and that's what I aspire to do. But kind of want to use this as a leeway in a way to get into that, but also just to get the experience of potentially just getting a small following or anything, just to see how people react and intermingle, I guess would be a good way to put it. But we're 33 minutes in. That's not too bad. We'll just keep going for now. And I don't know if there's any of you guys who actually end up watching these videos and have anything to reflect on, and you feel like you need to get it off your chest. More than likely, there's always going to be someone who is willing to listen. Or even if you just want to get off your chest and it's out there, there's always going to be people willing to listen to help you talk it through, or just find out a good way to help you. There's always people like that in the world, and it's not the worst thing in the world to find someone to actually... Oh, okay. Did not expect that. But, not really. But there's always someone you can count on. You might not have found them yet, but there always is, and those people always change. Like in recent years, I found my person who I can count on, but even with my specific person or significant other, which they are, it's just there's always struggles no matter what that you're not comfortable with saying or anything. And now I'm gonna say this, and she'll watch this somehow and think I'm hiding something, which I'm not. Don't worry about that. But it's just more like what I'm meaning is just, and I'm good. I don't need anything from you. It's just, there are always things that you just want to deal with yourself before, like, stressing out your other person or anything. So, I don't know. But it's a good feeling you get when you actually have that one person to count on. Oh god. Well, that wasn't the worst thing that happened there. Nope. Okay. Oh no. Okay. I guess my weight capacity is off now, because I seem to be rolling a little slow. Yeah, it's like a medium roll. So I'm not too worried about that right now. But there are, well, while I'm saying it, there are 3 different types of rolls. You got the medium roll, the fast roll, and the fat roll. And the fat roll might not be the proper term for it, but that's what I've heard a lot of the community calling for the Souls games. So I'm just gonna stick with it, but if you don't like it, I will change that to something else if you want me to. But I'm thinking, after a little bit of time has passed, I'm thinking about starting Amnesia Justine videos. Because, like I said, horror games have always been one of my favorite things. And I've played through some of them, like, got you. I want to say it was Machine for Pigs and The Dark Descent are the ones I played. I skipped out on Justine because I heard there was multiple endings, and I just didn't have the patience at the time to go through it. But now I'm curious to go through it, and I've played a lot of the Resident Evil games. But some of them aren't really horror-esque, I would say. Like some, okay, let me change that. They're the horror games, okay. But some of them are just too combat-focused for me to, like, sit there and be like, I'm gonna play through it, like, a lot, and then be scared the whole time. They have scary elements, but they're not like a true horror experience that I'm looking for. Resident Evil 7 was scary. That was not a good time. I remember when that game first came out, I specifically played it at night, after, you know, the sun was completely down. It was just pitch black out. I had headphones on. The ambiance of the game was just terrifying. And that's just more fun to me. So we'll probably end up doing something like that, but it's going to have to be a late night project. Come on, dragon. Also, I think it'd be cool to see, like, DLC for this game. Get, like, a DLC for it just to make it a little longer. Which I feel like won't happen, but it would be really neat if it did. Oh, really? Okay. It would be pretty cool, though. We're just gonna heal real fast, because I don't trust myself. Water veil, just in case. Which water veil puts like a water aura on your body that lowers fire damage. And it also looks pretty neat. It leaves a trail of like I wouldn't say rain, but like water droplets coming off you. And now no, that was not funny. One arrow out of nowhere. No. Oh, no. No. Go away, dragon. Bad. Sorry, you're not even a dragon. Unless you're Elder Scrolls 5. That one's always gonna be funny to me. There are dragons out. No, there aren't. You know what? Yeah. But, haha. I walked past this so many times in the first playthrough. 'Cause I completely forgot where it was, and I walked past it, and I couldn't find it. I never could see him. And that's just so cool looking. Yeah. Yeah, we'll go ahead and defeat him real fast if we can. I remember having a couple struggles with him before. Obviously, I might have to rest a little to restore some MP. Or mana points, magic, whatever. I think in this game it's called FP and it's focus. Oh, no. Oh. No. I don't know how none of that hit me. Through the door. Walks into the room, bomb goes off. But, if you, I mean, I could honestly kind of like, giving off more stories, but if you want more details on stuff, I won't mind, I won't mind, getting a little more into specifics on things. I'm just trying to, keep them broad for now, because, you know, it's just a sheer, shy fact, or, you know, I wouldn't, well, embarrassment could possibly be a right answer, because it's just, you know, it's like a personal matter, and it's just, no. And I feel like that's why some people don't ask for help, because it's like they feel embarrassed to have to ask, or, you know, just embarrassed that they need the help, because, I guess societal, not normality, but, just how our society is. We're not really, well, one, society isn't necessarily the greatest thing, but there are a lot of cultural aspects that have been ingrained in us that make no sense, and that just actually harm us the most, but there's nothing we can do to easily, just die, thank you. Basically anything easy to just stop those, thoughts. Because it's just, like, ingrained, like, you never ask for help, or, you know, you're asking for help? What's your problem? And you say something, and they, like, sit there and degrade it and crap. It's like, that's not a problem. That's nothing. Here's my problem. It's just the sad thing, it's just, that's how a lot of things, or how a lot of societal things think, and it's just not a good time for anyone. And it's rather just disappointing. Okay. I had to go. I went through this the earlier with a weapon I never used in this game, and it was a, oh, that's not good there. I think it was a halberd, and it just destroyed this boss. Because I was like, oh, I'll do a faith playthrough, thinking, you know, it would be a good run. Absolutely not. I didn't think going in that there was going to be no faith, like miracles that do damage, and no, there was nothing. I mean, there might be attribute things that I just never found or something, but I really didn't look into those quite yet. I guess I should have, but I didn't. Okay, is that all of them destroyed? No, get over here. You're next. Is that all of them? No. Well, since you're doing nothing, I'll just slowly pick up all the items they dropped. That's one thing I never realized about this boss, is you can actually destroy all of those, and then you can just fight it normally. I ran around panicking when I first played on PS3, because like, he does nothing. We killed all his actual abilities to attack or heal or anything. We just killed him. He does nothing but move around. And it's rather disgusting to see him move around, but that's all he does. But there is a neat thing about this boss, I remember. Is once they die, Phalanx is based off a legendary warrior for the Boletarian Kingdom. And so, after his death, you actually see the shape of a body, which is going to be the shape of the person who was supposed to be this. And, I want to say it's just for certain bosses. I want to say this is one of 3. And yeah, you can barely see the make out of it. And it's a person with the bow. I always thought that was so cool, because I saw it pointed out once, and it's like, now that I've seen that, it's just awesome. But so we're gonna go to the Nexus, and if you want to see more of this, ooh, sorry.
Welcome back. The monumental awaits the above.
Looks like someone poured wax on her face. Or she dunked her head in the candle wax for Dark Souls 3. Inside the Crystal Archives, I think is what it was called. Or it might have just been called the Archives.
The monumental will explain the nexus to thee.
Alright. Well, in the next episode, we're going to go talk to the Monumental. And up till then, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you have anything you would like to say, offering any suggestions on how to become better, or just anything you really want to say, I will be responding to basically every comment. Well, I say basically every comment, but basically, well, I'm sorry. Every comment I'll respond to for now. Obviously, if I run out of time and I just don't have the time to, I'm probably at work, sadly. But I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and enjoy this video. See you guys next time. Bye.